This math mini bootcamp, we're going to be talking about divisibility and multiples. So let's start with some facts about divisibility. You need to know what a factor is. Factors are integers that divide evenly into a number. Think that factors are finite. There are fewer factors. For multiples, multiples are numbers that result from multiplying, so you can always get more multiples. You multiplying factors, you get more. So multiples are infinite. You can always multiply higher and higher. Remember this, more multiples, fewer factors. That'll help you to remember which one's the multiple and which one's the factor if you get confused. Now you want to know about prime numbers. So these are integers with two factors, one and itself. Some facts about primes that are helpful on the exam. 0 and 1 are not primes. You should remember that 0 and 1 are not primes. 2 is the only even prime number. That's another important fact. And there are also infinite primes. You should know that as well. Now, a remainder is when one number cannot be divided evenly into another, so there are not factors here, then the result, the extra part, will be the remainder. Now, let's talk about some divisibility rules in terms of number theory. These will help you determine whether one number goes into another, right? So, divisible by 2, you should know. That's if the units digit, that last digit, is divisible by 2. So, 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Divisible by 3, you may not be as familiar with. You sum up all the digits in a number, it could be a very large number, and if that sum is divisible by 3, then the original number is divisible by 3. Pretty cool. Divisible by 4 is kind of like the 2 one. Here you have to look at just the last two digits. If 4 goes into the last two digits, then the whole large number is divisible by 4, no matter how many digits it has. Divisible by 5, again, that's easy. You should know if the last digit is 0 or 5. It's divisible by 5. Now, divisible by 6. If it's divisible by 2 and 3, then it's divisible by 6. This will always be true if you're looking at two numbers that are divisible into another and you multiply them together, then that result is also divisible. Divisible by 7 is a little more complicated. So you take the last digit, separate out, double it, and subtract it from the remaining number. The result is 0 or 7, then it's a multiple. Um, Divisible by 8. Similar to 2 and 4, now you're looking at the last 3 digits. If 8 goes into the last 3 digits, then the whole number is divisible by 8. And divisible by 9 is similar to 3. You sum up all the digits and check if 9 goes into that. So let's look at some examples. Is 28,560 divisible by 6 or 8? Well, 28,560 is divisible by 2 because it ends in 0. So that's easy. Now let's check 3. Sum up the digits 2 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 0 equals 21. So 3 does go into 21 evenly. Therefore, it's divisible by 2 and 3. So we know it's also divisible by 6 because 6 is 2 times 3. Now, let's look at 560 is 56 times 10, and 8 goes into 56 evenly. It's 8 times 7. Therefore, it's divisible by